The first couple of discussions or talks that I have with a man who I'm interested in, I don't say much. I am strictly getting to know that man. And what I have learned just in that simple gesture is that if a man truly has intentions with you, he's going to ask you questions. I've noticed that if I don't offer up any type of information about myself, some men just won't ask. And those men, they get cut off easily. It's not a hard decision to make. But the men who actively, even though I try to let them talk because, I like to see where their head is at, those men will ask you questions. Now, furthermore, another thing I like to do is I like to ask men questions where they can give me a scenario, a real life scenario. Okay. So I don't ask them like hypotheticals and, social media questions, because if you ask a man, tell me about yourself, you don't say, oh, I'm a leader, I'm kind, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's what you think about yourself. That's how you describe yourself. But I want to know situations where you display leadership. I want to know a situation, a real life example of where you displayed kindness. And so you have to be quick witted with them, with men, because men aren't quick witted, I would say, but they're very good at what they do. Like they're very observant, but it's not like a from a technical standpoint, right? And when I talk to men, I'm always very technical because I know that it's naturally in their nature to be observant and to just kind of like assess you as a woman, right? They naturally do that. Like they don't even think about it, they just do it, right? But for women, we have to be a little bit more intentional about vetting the man out. My God, notifications are going off today. And I purposely ask questions that are going to get me answers. I don't do fluff. Okay. Fluff is for when the relationship is good. When I'm first getting your number and we're having conversations, I need to know if I can even talk to you longer than 30 minutes. If you're going to annoy me, I need to know if you're only going to talk about yourself. I need to know if you're truly interested in me. And I know that a man that's truly interested in me is going to ask me questions about myself. He's going to be inquisitive about who I am. And I also need to know how you describe and put yourself into situations. Are you always the victim? Are people always doing you bad out here? Are you always right? Like, I need to know what type of person you are. And that I highly recommend women do this when you first meet men in those first couple of conversations, whether in person or on the phone, is ask them about real world scenarios and then also pay attention. I don't want to say scenarios because I don't want them to be hypothetical, but ask them about real world examples of the type of man that they are and how they displayed it. You don't have to ask them specifically like that, but ask them something where they can give you the answer. And also pay attention to see if he's asking you questions about yourself, because a man who isn't intrigued by you, he doesn't like you. It's as simple as that. When men have liked me, when a man likes me, I know because he's intrigued by me. He wants to know things about me. He wants to know how I feel about myself. He wants to know what I like, what I don't like. Like he's going to specifically ask those type of questions. So if he's only talking about himself, girl,